People of the railway, I greet you. I am Admiral Andre, and this is episode 10. Most momentous. We've reached our teens now with this series, so certainly that is a good sign when we look at the troubles that have plagued us financially. So the train is now leaving for the first time to Fresno still. It doesn't have any passengers, of course. Let me just move it up here so we can just have a look at how it handles this climb. Obviously it must slow down due to the curve, but the engine seems to be compensating. Here we start to see a problem. It does slow down, so that signal on that bend there is bad, because if the train stops there it must go from 0. But so far so good, I think. Let's just see how it goes up to Fresno. Certainly another majestic view, I think. So while the train makes its way there, let me indulge in my little habit. This one is a very short one. Just again, Lennox van Onselen from the Head of Steel book saying here, if you are looking for something different in the way of spending an afternoon, then lean across the counter of a lost property office on any large station. Ask the gentleman in charge to tell you about the things people leave on trains. You will be visibly shaken to your foundations. Intimate articles of female lingerie are commonplace. A dead cat, a fish, its baleful eyes protesting even in death. Piano accordions, a mouse in a box, a wooden leg, an artificial eye with an annoyed glint in its depths. Bits and pieces of motor cars, a witch doctor's regalia, the decline and fall of the Roman Empire in 2 volumes with a number of dirty French postcards between the pages. The list is endless. Now that's so interesting. This was again in the 60s and 50s. So very, very interesting. I wonder what happens these days. But of course people don't really travel on trains as much as they did back in those days. Hey, we've got our first 6 passengers. So let's work on establishing Fresno as a sort of a nice transport town. So first things first. This here is going to be a problem if we want to have a loop. And then I wonder here, I am going to leave this one. I think we can stop there. That should still be enough, because then we can go down to the station. Or you know what, never mind. Let me, money again prevents my plans from reaching their fruition. It shouldn't be a problem though. This lake. One day I want to run a cargo line or something over that immense bridge that must have cost millions to build and no one ever uses it. You can just imagine some eccentric millionaire in the 1840s, because we started in the 1850s and this was here when we started, just splurged his millions to build this bridge because he thought this was going to be the next thing to just reach that, what is that? Oil to goods. But we sort of supplanted it because we have our own oil to goods system. Ah well. Fortunes are made and lost along the road, alongside the road and the railroad. So speaking of fortunes lost, let's hope that doesn't apply here. Oh no. What is happening here? Is it because I'm spending the money? But then surely it would still count as income. Over the last couple of years we've just gone red again. What is going on? Is it just because of the costs now of the new train? Certainly yes, we paid construction costs. We bought a new train, but surely what happened? Why? Unless this game somehow has its own economic cycles, or it's just really down to the timing of the arrivals of the trains. But it's why such a big difference? Before we saw it was all green. Now it's green again, but last year it wasn't. But anyway, let's just get this up. This will make us some money. I hope it should anyway. There we go, a nice bend to the road. And let's just see, how is this going to go? This is the center, so it can go on a loop there. Up there. I wonder. What if I do complete this? Alright, let's just put up the overlay, land use, and start to see what we can see in terms of a possible route. One of these days we'll get some real buses, but that's not yet. So let's put the main stop there. That's it, downtown. Then after that we want to pick up some people here, and then up there, and then here. After we go there, we're going to stop down here. So if people from this area want to go downtown, they can just get off there. Then we go up to the leisure area. So I stop there for this area. Then we turn around. And then what do? Okay, this is going to be a bit involved. But then we stop there. Then we come around and we stop down here. Then we're going to loop back to that area, covering the center of the sort of industrial / commercial area. It's a bit of a mixed use there. Then we're going to go around this road and stop. Should we stop there in the middle? Yes. And then down at the station. And then we go back up. There we go. Brilliant. So this is a very interesting layout of a town. I think this one is more spread out, more decentralized than the other towns. It's indeed not as compact. So we start here, then to Lincoln again, then down to Valley, then stop there at Madison, then go up to there, then down to there, then we go around to here. So we didn't even use this. Then up to there, and then down there to there and back. So this is another area they can expand. Nothing to worry about. So we have 11 stops here. This also means the town is better covered, so I think we're going to see a lot of passengers here. Let me just get the infrastructure in place. Just put it here. And one of these days we can play around with some trams, but I think that should be for Philadelphia. That should be like the big tram city, and then also of course Riverside, because that's our home. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oof, that's a lot, but anyway. Line 1 and... Wait, first things first. Where's line 1? Now, vehicle replacement, set the vehicle. It's still the coach, and yes, and overview and rename. Take care of all the housekeeping. So this is Fresno bus. Delete. And throw the dice. Let's follow someone. It's a very nice town, I think. This one is more flat, so it's not like Downey. There's the blacksmith. This must be a bank or something. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a new coach service in town. Please, come on, come all. Prices are reasonable. There, look at these two gentlemen and two ladies. Follow their example. They will not lead you astray. We stop at the station, industrial, residential, and leisure areas, as well as, of course, the commercial area. Anyway, enough of advertising. We see already some more demand for our train service. There we go. So the money is piling up. Let's pay off debts. I don't think we can go wrong with that. That will just also open up the chance of more loans if we really need to in the future. We are now almost halfway. Come on, I'd like to get over that halfway. There we go. We are now at 4.2 million, so we've made a big jump. I think that works. Let me... Yes, this is now again another story. I was just thinking, since I mentioned last time the story of the stolen ring on the train, maybe... There we go, something, that's the Mikado. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but there's a chance I'm not, so don't take it as gospel. But that's the Mikado, so I guess... What can this one do? Let us just check before we get into tall tales again. You can imagine we're sitting in a saloon car on the train, or dining car, and just spinning tall tales. Almost 1 million. Oh, each time it almost doubles in price. But this one is 80 kilometers. These are the most common freight locomotives until the end of steam. More than 9,500 were used in the USA. Running costs are also, of course, double basically. Power is so immense. Wow. If you look at a comparison with the old consolidation, it's what, 5 times more? And tractive effort is 3-4 times more, I guess. I just rounding off there. The weight is also 4 times more. So I wonder if this could be our cargo line for, let's say, the refinery to Fresno or something, long distance. But you see, the costs are going to be immense. That's always the problem with long distance cargo lines. It's very long between paydays and there's a lot of bills piling up in the meantime, so is it not better to just get a locally sourced industry? I wonder. Anyway, it's a moot point because we're broke again. Let's just follow this train a little while. And where is the story now? Let's spin more tall tales. And I saw it here somewhere again. There we go. And where is it here? Once in the Karoo, 2 policemen were waiting for the Johannesburg-Cape Town train, which was conveying a corpse from Germiston. The corpse was consigned for burial in this little Karoo town. The police were there with the necessary documents to collect it. The train came in on time. The policeman moved to the guard's van to sign for the coffin. It was placed on a barrow and trundled to their van. When it was loaded, the conductor mentioned casually that a passenger had been going from one compartment to another trying to sell an expensive gold ring for 3 rand. Now, that's back in the 60s, so 3 rand means nothing, but we can just imagine a large amount of money. No one would buy the ring, believing it to be stolen property. A policeman climbed aboard the train and arrested the young man on suspicion. They delivered the coffin to its destination, then took the young man to the police station. While they were questioning him, he admitted quite frankly that he had stolen the ring in a jeweler shop in Windhoek. Windhoek is now in the Republic of Namibia, but it used to be Southwest Africa. The police put through a call to the jeweler in Windhoek, capital again, of Namibia or Southwest Africa back then. They explained about the ring, but the jeweler denied that he had lost the ring. In any case, he said he had hundreds of rings and it would be a major operation to check his stock. When he heard that he would have to come to the Republic, South Africa, if he decided to lay a charge, he refused to do so. The police were left with a criminal and the corpus delicti, but no charge. They had no alternative but to release the young man after they had returned the ring to him. The young man then informed them that they had taken him off the train. They were obliged to put him on another. This they had to do. Just before the train left, the young man put his head out of the window of the carriage and asked one of the policemen if he would not like to buy a gold ring. That's so funny, and so he got away with it because, I don't know, if he really stole it in Windhoek, that's a long way to travel with a stolen ring just to sell it on a train somewhere else in another country. But anyway, hey, okay, tank car has come into being, so now we can replace the oil trains tanks. I guess the other one can remain for now, the drop-off one. This one, these were all replaced quite recently in the 90s still. So this one is next stop. Have you dropped them off now? Yes, you have. So you must turn around, sir, and please return to the depot. Thank you very much. And immediately money vanishes. I really hope we get some. Okay, stop. Is that enough now? So all of these must be sold. The train should now accurately refer to its age. 12 years. There we go. So that is more accurate. So it's definitely still a young train, and I'm not going to buy other Mikado just to replace this one at this point. So now buy the tanker cars. Let's see, do they replace the other one? No, we still have the other one. This one can carry 5 more, so it's a substantial amount of capacity that we will gain. So let us see now. Of course it does weigh more, the empty weight, but it's because it carries more, it will just mean we get less cars. So we should have about 9 of these, I think. And I'm watching the money. Thought so. So we're gonna go again for about 105. Drop there. Now this is very, very important to get sorted quickly, because the oil will be waiting and the refinery will be stuck without it. Okay, no, but you see, I was just thinking maybe I should just borrow this for the meantime, just to get this thing out and running. Alright, let me do that. That's what a loan is for. Just a quick loan and pay it back. So borrow enough for a few more cars. Just get some liquidity. So 108 now. The train should still be shorter. Set line to the oil delivery. Delete all of that and continue. So now I can start paying back this money. Repay. Just helping us over the little bump there. That looks very handsome. Let's have a look. Yes, they look so old already, so it would be nice to have that weathering effect on them. But certainly now, if we look at the age of the train, it's still 12 years. So now it looks like it reflects the oldest part of the consist, basically, whether it's the locomotive or the wagons or whatever. So there we go. Now we have enough. Repay. So that's something to keep in mind. Don't just replace the locomotive and then keep all of the old cars. Replace the whole thing, if the locomotive is also old, of course. We've got some more buildings springing up here. Are people getting off here? Nope, not yet. At least none that I've seen. Still, it's not too bad. See, are we getting passengers walking down here? No, I guess there would be, but maybe not as frequent. So that's now taken care of. What is next on our list? I think it really is time to replace the delivery of cargo train to Gainesville. It's on and off with profit, so replacing the whole stack will be the best idea. But we just see, can we get new cargo wagons yet? I don't think so. It's still the same boxcars, and that's still 1904, so 5 more years. And I'd rather have this train be replaced by then. So let's go along, and this will be its final journey. Only 10. So a speed upgrade will definitely help, I think. And what do we get? Oh, we get the 6-axle and the Max, so the first bus in 1900. Well, let me just stop there and say, welcome to the 20th century. May it be a prosperous time for our company. So we've been going for 50 years now. You can imagine there would be some real celebrating in Riverside, but all over the world. I mean, it's the start of a new century. Where are we? There. So for now, I think, let me just have a look. Some of these carriages are becoming very old, so let me just, okay, we don't even have the money to replace them, but the computer must handle that. So obviously, if I say the computer must now automatically replace the old carriages with or coaches with buses, it's going to replace all of them eventually, and that's too many. So I think this is what I will do. Let's just continue. As soon as we have enough money, I will start to replace all of them. I'll just tell all of the coaches or stage coaches to return to their depot and just sell them all and buy a couple of buses. We certainly don't need as many as buses as we have coaches here, because they carry more and they're faster as well. So then the next step after that, I think, ooh, what's happening here? I've got so many people. 80 want to go to Gainesville. There, that's the next thing. If we have another windfall, I'm going to replace all of the passenger lines, or trains, there's 3 of them on this line, with a new one with probably the Mikado and just 6-axle cars. It will be really fast and can carry a lot of people and save us hopefully the money from these old things. I mean, they've been running, this is our oldest line to Gainesville, so they are really eating our profits, I think, these things. This is still the Pullman wagon, the old one. And that will all need to be replaced because they're all the same age. But we are so broke. Maybe I'll do this first, actually, before the buses. The coaches can just keep running. They're relatively cheap. The trains are the critical thing because there's passengers waiting and they are just not getting where they want to be, and they are paying customers. Of course, now the money will defy me again. I'll have this one drop off and then return to the depot. There we go. So you've sung your last song, my friend. Uh-oh. Well, it'll just have to wait until this train moves out of the way. And it's 1901. The years are certainly flying. Alright, then this one is out of the picture. Goodbye. 42 we got, 1,000 is what we got back. Now I might just have to take out another loan here, again just to help us over this red, negative. Just even out of that. Oh, good grief, this is not good, but anyway, this should help. I think this will help, really, because then we can just retire the other 2. So this will be the Mikado, I don't know, Mikado, just do that. And then the 6-axle, this is the heavy passenger car with more comfort to cover the long distances across the USA. So see, clerestory, ventilation and increased comfort. So that was the Pullman Palace car, so really the opulent one. But the times have changed. It's now the new century. This one can carry more and has also, wait a minute now, hold on. There's no reason I need the 6-axle passenger car for this one. And the reason is the clerestory, it's almost out of, I wanted to say out of print, but not quite, it's almost not being manufactured anymore. It costs less to maintain, it only carries 2 less people, and it has the same top speed as the Mikado, and it weighs less as well. So C25, 45. So no, have more of these then. So it's the last swan song of a bygone era. But of course we're getting them brand new. So let me just see. I wonder how long this train is going to be. I want over 100 people on this train. I hope it will fit into the station. So set line, where is this? There we go, Riverside, and let's see if it fits. Here we go, the last Palace cars to see service in the USA. And it fits just nicely. Perfect. And they should all get on, and there's some left, but I guess they're going to other places. Then I need to stop the other ones once they deliver the passengers. Look at that. So fancy. Wow. Again, it would be so nice to see the perspective of the passenger wagons, but since we click, it gets only the whole train at once. So hop onto this train, and once it stops at the station, it can be decommissioned. So the other one is literally twice the speed, meaning it can cover the whole distance the same time that this one can only cover one way. And all the people leave, and then we stop it as quickly as possible so that we don't lose people. So I still want these ones to drop off because they might use my coaches. There's the other one. Very old locomotive. Still, it was all the rage back in the day. Do you remember? It's like we're old people sitting on the bench. Do you remember those old Baldwin 6 wheels? They used to be all the rage back in the day. And you can definitely see the profits are coming down on this train, so it is time to get rid of it. This is a museum piece, no question. And stop. And there we go. Just sell them both at the same time. Hopefully this will help our bottom line a little bit. Sell and sell. Goodbye, my friends. And how are you doing? Oh, you see, great stuff. So this one is basically carrying its capacity now. And it's starting to make a profit at last. Green Lightning and Solitaire are meeting their potential. I hope so, at least. Just see they're not still making more losses. The next one to be dumped would be the Downy one. Alright, road vehicles, yes. This one is also almost 30 years old, and we get a boxcar. There we go. So I'll use that to replace the Gainesville cargo one. Things are moving. This new century is very busy. How are we doing money wise? No. Do I sell it right now, or what do I do? Yes, that's what I'll do. So the people are starting to get on. Only 10 though. No, yes. Alright, sorry people, just have to dump you on the side of the rail. Just return. Okay, never mind. There is a depot up here, but can it reach it? It can if it switches here at the... no. That means it's gonna have to go all the way up on the wrong side of the road, perhaps, so to speak. Let me just put a... just in case. Okay, there is a signal there. Alright, so it will just come up here and be sold, so we need a new one. And that means we need new money. All the way back where we started again. Now I can't repay anything. Sorry, bank manager, he was just starting to get happy. Definitely must be the Mikado, and it must be the Clarestri again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh dear. So how many are we gonna have? So it only took 10 passengers though. So 48 will do because it's fast. So this will really be an express train again, and this one goes to Downey. There we go, done. And is there another one on this line? Let me just see. There is, yes, this old junker. This one is relatively full. So when it gets back home, I'll just sell this one. We should pass the new one. No, that's not it. Where is it? There we go. That must be the newfangled contraption. There we go. Fascinating. Very impressive. So tomorrow, in just stepping outside of this game, tomorrow is the release day of Transport Fever. So I think that really does make it a great timing for this Let's Play, because I don't think we're gonna go on forever after this one. You see, the goal will be to reach Philadelphia, and I think at that point maybe we can stop, because I would like to play some Transport Fever. I know everyone is gonna get on that bandwagon as soon as it comes out, but anyway. Sell this one. Thank you for your much appreciated service. And I should get another one, but let's just see if the money can handle it. I maybe should not overextend myself. Let's just get some more money. There we go, maybe. Oh, and we're just making all losses again. Wonderful. It must be because of our new expansion phase. So at this point, let me just... How much did the other one have? Sorry. Oh, this is not good. So we end up with a clerestory again. 1, 2, 3. I think that was all. So let's just keep it at that. And where is it? There. Set line to Downey. So that's just the express train. We sold this other one, right? So yes. Now I can start repaying again. So that's the thing then. I would like to play Transport Fever. I don't know, it might just be a bit delayed because obviously by the time that this video is out... Okay, we've even got the Mack truck now. That must be another thing we look at, I think. Maybe that should be in the next episode. Then we can fix up this situation with the traffic or vehicles, and then the boxcar for the Gainesville line as well. If we can afford it, of course. So then hopefully this video will go out either tonight or tomorrow. Probably more likely tomorrow while I'm at work. So I think this will have to wait for tomorrow. Then obviously we finish the main line down to Philadelphia, and then it's time to jump onto Transport Fever. I think that will be good. Perhaps, I don't know. But that's for another time. So anyway, hope you're also looking forward to Transport Fever, and thank you for joining me on this journey so far. It is not over yet, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Have a fantastic day.